Starting a consulting business is challenging, but it does not have to be confusing. I partnered with Entrepreneur Magazine to offer a program that will teach you how to price, package, and promote your services. You might have some granular questions about the content covered, so right now what I want to do is give you a detailed overview of the course. Let's take a look inside now. Okay, so now let me walk you through the platform. And it all starts with clarity. Clarity around what you do, who you do it for, and I know, super important, how much you charge. Now, as a heads up, I know it looks like there's a lot of videos here. You don't have to go through all of them. A lot of these are focused on getting clarity on your audience. And there's various ways to do that. You can do it through social listening, through research, through surveys. But if you already have a good handle on your audience, you can move forward. And I actually give you a fast track to make sure you go through all the lessons necessary to fill out your business plan and get a successful outcome from this program if you're a bit more advanced. Now, if you want to, you can always come back and revisit at a later time. The information is there for you. But the main goal here is to get super clear on what you do, who you do it for, and super important, how much to charge. But then beyond that, what are your revenue goals? Because that impacts how much you charge. So we want to make sure you're set up for success from the beginning. Next up, branding and marketing. How do you present yourself to the world as an authority they want to work with? That all starts with your personal brand. I'll show you how to construct that. And then if you want help with your website, I show you how to launch that, all the sections. Going further into content marketing, right? How do you provide value in exchange for your audience's attention? We go through that, and you might be thinking, hey Terry, I'm not a good writer. First of all, you're probably better than you think you are, but I can help you by giving you more structure around that. And then we go into social media. How do you set up your channels? How do you schedule content so you have this always on appearance? And one of my favorite parts is your signature speaking topics. These are talks you can give at webinars, conferences, on podcasts. This is a great way to scale your reach and your authority. I show you how to write that and how to pitch those as well. Next up, prospecting. And I know some of you might be a little leery about that, but here's the thing, the way you present yourself, you're going to attract people to you. All right, so I show you how to do that initially, but then beyond that, one of the best ways to prospect is to activate your personal network. I'll show you how to reach out to your personal network and say, hey, I have this thing going on and I'm wondering if you can help me. I give you templates and scripts for all of that, because normally if you're just starting out, the way you get your first client is through your network. So I'll show you how to do that. Beyond that, social media outreach. And I know no one wants to be that random person DMing people, right? You feel like you're bothering them. I'll show you how to outreach with value, right? We go through various tactics on that, including creating a lead magnet. Going forward, if you want to do email as well as in-person outreach, I'll show you how to have these, we'll call them cold just to give it a name, this cold outreach to people. But again, in a way where you don't seem like you're projecting lack or scarcity, right? And then one of my favorite tactics is this. Doing some kind of research and then compiling that into a speaking topic that you can deliver to people. We go into how to deliver those speaking topics and how to turn that into a lead generating opportunity. This is one of the best ways to capture the attention of your audience as well as leads. And after that, pitching and proposals. And I know this part might seem scary too, but guess what? You're not pitching anything. You're diagnosing a problem, and if you have a solution, you're going to prescribe it. I'll give you templates for that, and I'll give you some mindset tips as well. But really, you're not trying to work with anyone who you can't help, right? So there's no pressure on you trying to convince anyone. You're trying to come to an agreement, but you want to express what you have to offer at the same time. And in proposals, I give you plenty of templates for that. I know it's so hard to start from scratch, so you get off to a really great start, and you can tweak it to make it your own. But what happens when someone doesn't reply to your proposal? Don't worry about it. I have you covered there too. I give you templates for how to follow up, but not in a way where you feel desperate or like you're bothering someone. I give you a very structured approach where you still maintain your authority, but you do follow up and make sure nothing slips through the cracks. Then we go on to onboarding and client management. And this part might look short, but it's super important. Your onboarding experience sets the tone for the rest of the engagement. So I'll give you tools, apps, and workflows to help with that. And then client management. How do you make sure your clients are happy? You want to keep them happy because you want to grow your business through referrals and testimonials, not through branding and marketing. One thing you might not be used to is proactively asking for feedback. I show you how to do that because you want to do a good job. And as a result, you can get referrals and testimonials. I show you how to ask for those referrals and testimonials as well. because often your clients are willing to give one, but if you don't ask, they won't. And then after that, we go into module 7. We talk about additional revenue streams, right? Your knowledge is a hub, and there are several ways to monetize that. Through paid speaking, through having an online course, through affiliate marketing, even referrals. We'll go through all these steps so you can greater scale your revenue. And the last part is fulfillment. That's self-fulfillment in this case, right? Giving you the mindset to be successful, but also learning how to maintain yourself so you're not working around the clock and stretching yourself too thin. Because you started this business to have the time, lifestyle, and financial freedom that you desire. But if you don't have the time and lifestyle freedom, what's the point? There's no point in me teaching you all this stuff if you're not fulfilled at the end. That's why this is so important. And lastly, if you have any questions going forward, the course is not done when you're done. You're always welcome to join weekly office hours where I'll answer any of your questions live so we can support you as you continue to scale. And you'll also learn from your peers and their experiences as well. So please do take advantage of that. Most online courses do not offer this option. And here's something else I want to walk through, this funnel here. You're going to have all this established by the end of the course. The first thing is your lead magnet. How do you attract people to you and capture their contact information? There's various ways to do it. You can do all of these, you can do one of these. The most important thing is you select at least one. And then next, your tripwire. How do you pre-qualify your audience by getting them to buy something? It can be as little as $15, but the goal here is to start generating revenue with these smaller ticket items. Next up, your core product. This could be coaching or consulting. It could be company or team workshops. Whatever your main offering is, we're going to establish that, of course, and you might charge between $1,000 and $20,000 for that. But the last part is super important, your profit multiplier. This is how you get that financial freedom that you're pursuing, right? These are services you can charge $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $100,000 for, but they're often just an extension of your core product. So instead of consulting an individual on how to do, let's say, Facebook ads, you're teaching an agency how to do it. Therefore, your knowledge scales much further. This is a non-negotiable. You all need to develop a profit multiplier, and I'll show you how to do that as well. Now, here's where many consultants fall short, and you're not going to. They focus way too much on their core product and not nearly enough on their profit multiplier. 1 or 2 yeses per quarter for your profit multiplier, you're gonna be making a healthy amount of revenue. So that's why this is a non-negotiable. We have to focus on this as well. And here's what makes this program uniquely impactful. If you need help along the way, I'm here every week for live Q&A calls. You can ask me any questions you want as you continue to scale your business. So if this opportunity sounds good to you, sign up today and I'll see you on the next call.